Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So this past week, I've been trying to mingle with as many people as possible, shake hands with as many people as possible, because long story short, I'm going into a busy season again, and the last time I had a busy season like that, I was juggling 2 jobs and 2 gigs, and also a publication for a conference, and I got myself so stressed out that it doesn't help that I got COVID around the same time as well, and I had a very long recovery from that. I lost my appetite for a few months, and for the first time in 3 years, I'm actually scared of COVID. I'll see somebody who is unwell and stay away from them, and I never did that, but after what I experienced last spring, it's like I don't want to feel that again. And unfortunately, I don't know how much of it was COVID related and how much was psychological, because I had something else this week. So I've been trying to meet the right life partner, because last semester I felt that could have played out very differently if I had somebody to take care of me, right? The 2 of us could scratch each other's backs. So Sunday afternoon, I decided to go to the shopping mall to try my luck at that, right? I try to view it as, see, when I was making those bismuth crystals, each one of those staircase crystals that you saw in my video might have taken 8 or 9 attempts to get right? And that's why I even bought a furnace to recover my slag, right? So every time you attempt the crystals, some of the bismuth oxidizes and becomes slag. You can actually turn that back into a bismuth metal with what's called a carbothermal reduction. You put it into a furnace with carbon and you heat it up to 850 degrees Celsius. So I just keep attempting, and then it takes many rounds to get it right? Although I'm getting better at it. So every time I go to the shopping mall, even if I don't meet somebody there, I just treat it like one more attempt, just like the bismuth crystal, right? Eventually the right relationship is going to crystallize out of it. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. I had gone to the food court at the shopping mall and sat down, and I quickly got myself grossed out. I saw people vacuuming their food, and it's nice that we have cameras that zoom in so far. I decided to record a couple videos of people vacuuming their food just to save for myself, because I used to do that. And watching that really reinforced the idea of how gross that is. Unfortunately, I took it too far, and now I've lost my appetite again. It's Wednesday. This was Sunday when I saw it, although I need to stop watching the couple of videos that I recorded of people vacuuming their food. It was funny when I first saw it, but now I've completely lost my appetite. But I'll save the videos for the future if I need it. It's just a weird feeling. But yesterday, I overheard a couple students here talking about we have some students who are recovering alcoholics, and I had overheard them talking about it. And while they're talking, one of the students vacuums his food, and then another one of them was talking about where to get really cheap Viagra. And I kind of interjected. I told him, there's much more to that stuff. It would be, I think what you need is a life partner, so that the 2 of you guys could scratch your backs, right? And if somebody isn't going to accept you without the Viagra, I think you really need to rethink. That's what I told him. He told me to shut the fuck up. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, you're not a recovering alcoholic. You simply transferred your addiction from alcohol to other stuff. And you're still an addict, right? You might not be an alcoholic anymore, but you're still an addict. Right, and for myself, addiction does kind of behave like that. I need to treat addiction holistically, or else it's not going to hold, right? So, for example, years ago, I used to try to treat my eating disorder by replacing it with, masturbating, and also I got myself addicted with writing the computer games and the art projects, and that doesn't hold very well. What I need to do is treat the whole package addiction as a whole to get it down. That's what I think, really. Anyway, I witnessed too many food addicts. I would conservatively say that 80% of Americans are food addicts, whether or not they realize it. I actually think people who I wonder how, a lot of recovering alcoholics probably transfer their addiction, right? Most of them smoke. A lot of them vacuum their food. I wonder how much good they are doing to themselves, right? You might find that you might be better off just continuing the drinking, right? Assuming you don't do anything dangerous like drink and drive, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.